Despite her widely regarded beauty, Julianne did not have a husband, or any active suitors, aka pursuiters. Her life on the farm left her separated from the cavalcade of men in town who would consider themselves lucky to make a life with her. Julianne was also incredibly shy. Whenever she was approached by one of the local boys in town, the conversations were always short and shy, leading to nothing. This is why Julianne preferred the farm. The farm was easy. No small talk, no anxiety, no having to refocus and find her place in a conversation that her panic had distracted her from. Just cows and chickens. Julianne was always clear that she didn't dislike the people who engaged with her. They had done nothing wrong. They were always friendly, always kind. The fascination with her freckles was a bit odd, and all the talk about how toned her body was from the old women of the town was unexpectedly crass, but there was never any harm intended. What she did dislike, loathe even, was that interactions with these people, all people, were so hard for her. That she felt so helpless and lost, trying to dig her way out of these pits of discussion. That even the most wholesome hello from someone she had been familiar with for years could send her into a spiral of panic and discomfort. Panic felt not only in the pit of her stomach, but through the tips of her fingers as well. Since she was a small girl, anytime Julianne's anxieties would begin to flare, she would instinctively begin picking at her fingernails. She would chip away, tear at them, sometimes not even aware of what she was doing until a sharp sting alerted her that she had carved as much as she could. As bad as this was for Julianne, the real suffering was felt by the fingernails themselves. Because you know what you use to pick fingernails? Your other fingernails. So these poor things were not only being mutilated, but they're also being forced to commit that same unspeakable keratin on keratin violence on their brethren, their fellow fingers. But that was the price that Julianne and her innocent little fingernails paid every time someone asked her about the weather or about milk production. On the farm, the cows and chickens weren't interested in conversation because they couldn't speak. Something Julianne was exceptionally grateful for.